Hi, I'm Penny Calloway, and I am part of Group 1. I'm going to be joined in a moment by Caitlin Capodilupo, also part of Group 1. We would like to begin by extending a thank you to Group 2 for their presentation. It was very engaging and creative. To preface the background of the situation, we take a moment to remember that the doctoral degree in nursing is earned as either a professional degree or a practice degree, namely the PhD or the DNP. The advent of the practice doctorate in nursing has its roots in the early 1970s, and then it was the AACN position statement of 2004 that created such an emphasis in the growth in the Doctor of Nursing practice degree programs in the U.S. Group 2 presented several points which advocated against the DNP degree, and we hope to address each of these. First, Group 2 stated that there would be a decrease in the amount of research that's generated because fewer PhD nurses would be graduating, which would widen the gap between practice and scholarship. This statement is incorrect for several reasons. First, it's important to note that some of the main opponents against the DNP are, in fact, non-DNPs, PhDs, or DNSs. This includes researchers such as Melise and Dracup. They are also from large research institutions, and this is reported by Clark of 2015. Additionally, the research from Melise and Dracup, two of the most outspoken opponents to the DNP degree, the research that they complete is from 2005, and many changes have been completed since then. Many large state universities now offer both degrees. As of 2015, in fact, over 200 schools offered both degrees, and that number continues to increase. Secondly, Group 2 reported that the DNP degree results in a decrease in the advancement of nursing knowledge, as nurses with professional doctors are those that test and validate new knowledge. In other words, it is the PhD rather than the DNP which prepares APNs to generate new information. However, this is also incorrect. The DNP-prepared APN can also assume a leading role in true research. According to Staffolino and colleagues, as APNs with DNPs investigate knowledge and evidence to support practice change, they may determine that there is limited or inconclusive evidence and therefore realize the need to produce new knowledge. The DNP-prepared APN is uniquely positioned to collaborate with other medical professionals, including those holding nursing science doctorates, such as PhDs, to co-investigate gaps in the literature. As nurses with practice doctorates, DNPs apply knowledge in a practice setting and solve problems and/or inform practice. Additionally, the Doctor of Nursing practice degree prepares APNs to translate findings into best practices using expert analysis and assessment skills. This is supported by research from Broom, Reiner, and Allam, who found that the DNP graduates are expected to contribute to nursing knowledge through studies testing the effectiveness of interventions and practice approaches that improve patient care and the health care. Third, both original research and evidence-based practice change can result in new knowledge, but generally, the evidence-based interventions result in better outcomes by translating the knowledge into practice. Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society of Nursing defined evidence-based practice as the integration of the best evidence available, nursing expertise, and the values and preferences of the individuals, families, and communities who are served. Evidence-based change is seen as the completion of the research process, creating improved outcomes for patient care. According to Toole and colleagues, evidence-based practice has been recognized by the healthcare community as well as by regulatory agencies as the gold standard for the provision of safe and compassionate healthcare. Pollitt and Beck report that strong leadership in healthcare organizations is essential to making evidence-based practice happen. Liu and colleagues state, evidence-based practice is imperative in clinical settings because it bridges the gap between research findings and clinical practice. Promoting nursing interest and enthusiasm in research is crucial. DNPs understand the need to investigate systems issues, nursing knowledge or interest, and organizational buy-in, as well as patient satisfaction, to develop promotion of the DNP both as a leader and a scholar, ensures that evidence-based practice is the standard of care. Finally, as Dr. Broom in 2015 eloquently states, leadership in science is about learning about the full spectrum of research. and developing a personal vision that is inclusive of all involved in knowledge generation and translation. For those reasons, it is clear there is no decrease in the advancement of nursing knowledge, but rather an increase in knowledge that is built on and affects evidence-based practices. The next point that Group 2 attempts to make is to claim that there is a difference in the scholarly performance in education between DNP and PhDs. Of note, the author of the studies cited by Group 2 were primarily PhD-prepared professionals. This could indicate the possibility of significant bias in the research. It is first important to clarify what scholarship and scholarly outcomes actually are. According to Boyer's criteria for the evaluation of scholarship, there are 4 different types of scholarship. The knowledge of scholarship of discovery, that includes original research that advances knowledge. 2, the scholarship of integration, that involves synthesis of information across disciplines, across topics within a discipline, or even across time. 3, the scholarship of application, also called the scholarship of engagement, that goes beyond the service duties of a faculty member to those within or outside the university and involves the rigor and application of disciplinary expertise, with results that can be shared and or evaluated by peers. And 4, the scholarship of teaching and learning, using systematic studies of teaching and learning processes. This is different from scholarly teaching in that it requires a format that allows public sharing and the opportunity for application and evaluation by others. This accurate definition of scholarship greatly expands the applicability. Without using the correct definition of scholarship, one cannot begin to evaluate or speculate regarding the DNP contribution to scholarship. Discussion of scholarship aside, research by Orman, Lin, and Agar revealed that in many schools, the expectations were the same for both DNP and PhD-prepared faculty. And in terms of teaching, there were similarities in the roles and responsibilities of both. Both taught in the classroom, both taught online, both taught in the clinical setting, coordinated courses, and also advised students on scholarly projects. In addition, faculty with DNP served on university-wide school, departmental, and professional committees. These researchers also found that faculty with DNPs were more likely to have some scholarship responsibilities, teach at the graduate level, and advise students on their scholarly projects compared with faculty with master's degrees. Yet further, deans and directors reported that the majority of decisions about the type of appointment for both DNP and PhD-prepared faculty members depended on their qualifications. To expand, if a DNP and a PhD-prepared faculty member were both on the same track, 67% nearly of administrators reported that teaching responsibilities did not differ. In fact, most deans and directors believed that faculty with DNPs were prepared for their roles as educators at 77%. And the majority at 85% also believed that faculty with DNPs met the expectations of a nursing faculty member. Interestingly, the study found that PhD-prepared faculty were reported to face the same challenges as DNP faculty, but they also reported experiencing difficulty balancing their roles and responsibilities. This is in direct contrast with Group 2's assertion that there is a difference in scholarly performance between DNPs and PhDs. For the remainder of our rebuttal, please refer to Caitlin's video uploaded at the link below.